What's going on, you guys? Today we are going to get started on our intro to Lightroom Mobile on our cell phones. I'm going to show you how to import a photo that you've already taken on your phone into Lightroom, and then how to do some basic edits on that photo in Adobe Lightroom. So let's get to it. Here we go. Let's go onto our phones here. We're going to open up the Lightroom app on our phones. Now, I have thousands of photos in here. You're probably not going to because you're new to Lightroom, but that's okay. We're going to start here on the library screen, which is our main screen here in Lightroom. And if you're not here already, just come down here to the bottom left-hand corner, click on library, and down here in the bottom right-hand corner, you have the option to either take a photo or import a photo. We're going to use that blue button on the left to import a photo that's already on our phone. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this guy right here. And I got to scroll way down to find a photo that I haven't already imported into Lightroom. So let's just jump way down here. And how about this one right here? This looks like a good photo. So I'm just going to click on it and I'm going to press add. And that's it. I've just imported my photo into Lightroom that I took on my phone. So how do we find it? Well, let's come up to the very top of our screen here in Lightroom. We're going to click on all photos right here. So I'll click right there on all photos. And you'll notice I have a bunch of other photos on here. For you, the photo you just imported may be your only photo there. So if you already had a bunch of photos in here, how would you find that photo that you just imported? I'll show you right now. What I'm going to do is come here to the top right-hand corner, click on that little menu button right there. So right there, that little menu button, and we're going to go sort by capture date. So right there, I'm going to click on that guy. And instead of capture date, I'm going to do import date. So it's going to put whatever photo I just imported at the very beginning, which is perfect for what we want here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Tap out of that screen, and there it is, you guys. There's the photo that I just imported. Oh, this was of a snowy day when we were up camping. Beautiful. Guys, if you see any messages or anything like this blue box, just close out of those or skip them. You don't need Lightroom to show you how to do those things because I'm going to show you how to do those things. So let's start by, what do we do first? I always start by just pressing that auto button right there, and I just let Lightroom see what it can do. I just like to see what will it do with just that auto button. Next, I'm going to go to light, which is right next to the auto button right there in the bottom right hand corner. And here's where we're going to make basic adjustments to our exposure. So you can see we've got a bunch of different sliders here, and this is all we're going to do today. We're just going to play around with these sliders. You guys, there's no right or wrong on this. There's no correct settings for every photo. What I want you to do is just come in here and start on exposure and tap on it and drag it left and drag it right and start making smaller and smaller adjustments and stop when you like it. And when you like it, you good. That's the right setting. Next, we're going to go to contrast, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to drag it left and right, start making smaller and smaller adjustments until I get to where I like it, and there you go. Next, I'm going to do the same thing with highlight. So I'm just working my way down. You can see highlights is going to adjust things in the photo that are bright, but not super bright. So in this case, it's kind of the sky, right? So I want that sky to be a little bit darker, but maybe it looks cool if it's brighter. You decide. You decide where you want that to be. Shadows is going to adjust things in the photo that are dark, but not super dark. So watch as I adjust this one. It's going to adjust the darker parts of the photos, like the shadows in the tree. And again, I'll just make smaller and smaller adjustments till I like it. Whites is going to adjust the very, very bright things in the photo, the brightest parts of the photo. And blacks is going to adjust the darkest parts of the photo. There you go, you guys. We just made some basic adjustments to a photo in Lightroom. If you want to see your before and after, you can just press and hold on it. There's our before, and there's our after. Before, after. Pretty subtle. I didn't do a ton of editing to this photo, and here's why. The photos you take with your cell phone camera are already pretty heavily edited by your cell phone camera. So you may not need to do a whole lot of adjusting to those photos in Lightroom. So there you go, guys. That's all I wanted to talk about in this video is those basic edits in Lightroom, and we did it. So now you do the same thing. See you, everybody.